Hello YouTube pipers, it's Double O Pipe. I'm not quite organized here. I always have to straighten up when the kids come over for a birthday or something, so all the things that I normally have at hand are nowhere to be seen, and I haven't put them back in place. I do have a pipe that I wanted to show you, and I do have my Codger, but I don't know where my new tobacco basket is. Doggone it. And I don't even have the old tobacco thing that I used to have. Well, okay. Out of this long sock, I pulled the pipe that my son gave me for my birthday. And it has a picture of Sherlock Holmes on it. Now I said, "Son, who made the pipe?" He said, "I don't know." I said, "What kind of wood is it?" "I don't know." He says, "Probably made in China." So I don't know what to say. Other than, "Thank you, son. I'll give it a try." It is, with filter included. It's got one heck of a long stem. I don't know what I did with my pipe tray, doggone it. Well, I'll just stuff some, I'll put some tobacco down here and stuff it in my pipe. I finally went by the local cigar store and gave that pipe those tobacco samples and a list of the YouTube pipers so that he could, because he's new to pipe smoking, he said, and I told him if he wanted to learn, the first person he should check out is Mutton Chop Piper. And I gave him a list of, I know, 20 other YouTube pipers, so he should be set. All right. I have found out that today is International Pipe Day, or Pipe Smoking Day. So if this pipe is from China, that's about as international as you can get, I reckon. But let's give it a try. That might be my Codger, but it sure doesn't taste like my Codger. I got a feeling I'm sucking in toasty wood. Yeah, it tastes more like wood. Forgot to open my window. Yeah, it's doing a number on my Codger. Perhaps when it's broken in, it'll be okay. And I need to put a rubber bit on here and to turn it so that that stem is the right angle. Anyway, the fellow at the store's name, he said, was Swan. That's his last name. He said everybody calls him Swan, so. Wonder what kind of wood this is. But he thanked me, and he was excited to try something new. He said the sample of velvet that I gave him, he really loved velvet. He stopped smoking whatever it was he was smoking before and is now smoking a velvet. So that was something. I told him that I started on that cult blood red moon and that he should try that first. So he said he had forgotten his pipe today and that he would certainly stuff some in that corncob pipe that I gave him and give it a try. I don't know, I can't, it just doesn't taste like my Carter Hall, so I know it must be something to do with the wood. I'm trying a new tea. It's called Assam. It's supposed to be strong and malty. It is different from what I've been drinking. It has a meaty taste. I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, maybe when this is broken in, it'll be a pretty good pipe. That was my son's birthday gift to me. My daughter gave me the electric mixer. I think that I had already told you that. And that cake I made, in that picture I took, that little vid where I went around it, it might have looked good. And my son and his wife were very kind when they said, "Tastes good." When to me it tastes like solidly packed sawdust. Now the icing I can understand because you have to have the perfect temperature because you're mixing a syrup that's boiling into egg whites that have been beaten stiff, and you're supposed to do it gradually so that the sugar content of the syrup that's boiling doesn't crystallize. Well, it crystallized so that it was just a hard white shell. The cake, I bought some organic cake flour because it was the only flour I could see in the grocery store that said it was cake flour. And it seemed a little not quite as light and fluffy as the other flours I've used in the past. So I had decided either this week or next week, I'm going to try and make that cake again. And I'm going to use just all-purpose flour. Heck with it. I'm not going to worry about it being cake flour. Because I'm almost sure my mother used all-purpose flour for everything. So I'm going to try it again. And I bought some tinned icing, which says it is whipped. And it's a white icing. And I'm going to use that to put on top of it and then sprinkle coconut on it. So I'm going to give it another shot and see how it turns out. They took home half of it, and I know that what they took home went straight in the place that mine did. Was it circular file 13? Straight in, because I cut a piece the other day, and I sliced all that hard shell icing off of it to see what the cake itself tasted like. And still, it just tasted like compacted sawdust. That's sad. Whenever I looked at the layers, the bottom one indented into almost a crater, so that the cake at the bottom of that crater was that thick, and it was mashed. That's what I'm saying about compacted. So it cracked me up whenever I cut into it. Well, I guess I'm yakking too much because this keeps going out. I watched Paladin Piper's talk this morning about the new Codger challenge, and I don't think I'm going to try it because I have to light my pipe every few seconds practically. And as for one long stretch to smoke the whole bowl down, this bowl is too big to begin with because it's more than his 2 fingers. And you only have 2 matches. So I would light it and it would go out, and I know I'd have to light it again, and it wouldn't stay burning unless I just sat there and shut my face and puffed. I got a feeling this might be okay after it breaks in. So, there you have it. My birthday. Over and done. Kids came over to celebrate. Told me how good my cake was. I guess they think they would have hurt my feelings if they had said any different. Wouldn't have hurt my feelings. First cake I ever made. I wasn't expecting a whole lot. I thought it might have some taste, though, with the ingredients that went into it. Well, my Sherlock Holmes pipe for International Pipe Smoking Day. My son said it probably came from China. It's definitely international. And once again, it doesn't taste like my Carter Hall, so the wood must be contributing something to it. I know Paladin Piper could probably tell you what kind of wood it was by what, by his palate. Well, everybody grab a pipe. Grab your favorite tobacco. All us codgers Carter Hall is always the best. Take your time, smoke it all down with 2 matches. I sure wish I could say what this, no, but I can't. Okay, we've gone too long. I don't have a story. I just wanted to give a follow-up to my birthday and say thank you everyone for the birthday greetings. Excuse me. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I appreciate it. Thank you for sharing a smoke. I hope everybody's doing well. I'll get my thumb over this little red button and I'll say, God bless you until the next time. Bye-bye.